I'm interested to know, it's quite tricky to find the right balance between the underground scene and the mainstream. And I know that both of you guys are huge lovers of techno and the underground. How have you kind of found it balancing both of those worlds?
That it's something that kind of happens naturally. Like we both just love a lot of music. Like we love, and I think it's that we because when we were starting out, there was such an amazing scene in Brooklyn happening. Like that was and the cool thing about the scene that was happening in Brooklyn, or that I should say that was happening in underground dance music at the time in like sort of 2010, 2011, was that the people that were listening to house and techno were they'd also listen to the Strokes, and they'd also listen to Oasis, or they'd also listen to Nine Inch Nails, or they'd also like it wasn't just this homogenous thing where people were only listening to one kind of music and everything was sounding the same. Um, so it felt very much like, okay, I can go see a Vampire Weekend concert, and then at 1 in the morning I'm going to go with my friends to this nightclub, or I'm going to go to this warehouse rave in Brooklyn. And so for us, being inspired by sort of the dance beats that DJs were playing and then sort of writing songs over top of it, we were really nervous and apprehensive about that at first, because we knew that dance music was very dominated by instrumental music, and it's sort of a faux pas in some senses to add vocals on top of that. But at the same time, there was also a lot of people that felt like us, that loved songs and also loved underground dance culture. And so we were just trying to marry the two. And it was just like sort of a lot of experiment and a lot of trial and error. And we had a lot more successes than sort of errors when we were like, coming up with ideas. Like I remember like, we thought it either was going to work or it wasn't going to work when.
Listen to more insights on the Mission Makers podcast through Apple, Spotify, and YouTube.